So guys, Grant Gustin has been interviewed and he talks about The Flash Season 9. He talks about, how it's going to feel leaving The Flash and also what's next for him going forward. Is he going to return as The Flash anytime soon? We'll be talking about all of it in this video. So if that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Yo, what is going on guys, Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 9. And as we know already, this is a no-brainer. The Flash Season 9 is the final season of The Flash. So this is not only the last chapter of The Flash's legacy, but also it is what closes the book of the Arrowverse, as The Flash is the final remaining show in the Arrowverse. Now, from the time I'm recording this video, although we are 2 episodes into the season and we are getting the 3rd episode in a couple of hours, we are far from saying goodbye to The Flash. Yes, the emotions are slowly kicking in because the episodes are decreasing, but we still have a while to go until we finally say goodbye. However, that doesn't apply for the cast, as they're right about to wrap up filming episode 12, which, if you guys don't know, The Flash will be having 13 episodes this season, and they're about to finish filming their second last episode ever. So they have one more episode left until they all give their emotional goodbyes, in which is going to be very hard for them because obviously the cast, they've worked together for 9 freaking years, so they're like a big family together, so no doubt is it gonna be emotional. But yeah, since they're so close to not only wrapping up filming the show completely, but also since we are now having The Flash airing its weekly episodes, Grant Gustin, the actor who plays Barry Allen, aka The Flash, has been interviewed from E! News, and he pretty much talks about, getting ready to say goodbye after 9 seasons to the character of Barry Allen, aka The Flash, and he talks a little bit about, he's ready for the next chapter of his life and various other things like that. So I'll be breaking this article down and obviously giving you guys my overall thoughts, and not really theories, but just my thoughts on it this time in regards to all of it. But yeah, as we have over here, exclusive, why The Flash's Grant Gustin is ready to say goodbye after 9 seasons. Ahead of The Flash's 9th and final season premiere, February 8th, Grant Gustin told E! News all about his time as Barry Allen and why he's ready for the next chapter. Before you know, life can go by in a flash. Just ask Grant Gustin, who has portrayed lightning quick Barry Allen for the last 9 years on The Flash. I'm ready for it to be over, he told E! News ahead of the CW's 9th and final season. And that's not for any negative reason. It's like when you're getting ready to finish high school, and granted, I don't know what college I'm going to go to after this. I might not get into college, but you're excited to wrap up and move on to the next phase of your life. I'm ready emotionally, and my family is ready to just kind of move into the next chapter together. He's not entirely sure what the next chapter has in store, but not having it all mapped out is not exactly new for Gustin. As the 33-year-old explained, he's never put too much thought into The Flash's inevitable conclusion since the Arrow spin-off sped onto screens in 2014. I never had a real expectation. I've never tried to visualize how it would end after all these years. So I have no idea what to expect from this last one. Whatever script I have received in my inbox is what I'll accept as our story and then move forward with. And when it's time to say goodbye for good, the actor doesn't think he'll be able to walk off set with the character's iconic supersuit. Still, he'll always have the memory of working alongside Candice Patton, Danielle Panabaker, Carlos Valdez, Tom Cavanagh, and the rest of the crew once production wraps on the Vancouver shot series, of which they're currently filming the penultimate episode. One thing that stayed consistent doing this for so long is I laughed every day, and that's really special. There's been a lot of moments this season where you're standing around laughing with somebody, having some trivial conversation, and you realize we won't all be in a room together ever again. Just like his character, he's experienced a lot of life over the course of 184 episodes. I started doing this when I was 23, and I just turned 33, Gustin elaborated. So I've had to learn lessons the hard way and fall on my face and embarrass myself and grow up in front of and with a lot of these people. So it's gonna be really weird to not see a lot of these people every day anymore. But while The Flash, the television series, might be coming to an end, DC does have plans for a movie version of The Flash. Still, for millions of fans all around the world, Gustin will always be Barry Allen. I'll get to be the Flash forever, even when this ends, he shared. We couldn't have done this long if we didn't have people supporting us as much as they did over the years, and it's really shaped who I am. So yeah, this is quite a very, very emotional message from Grant Gustin, to say the least. He does talk about how it's not going to feel the same after knowing that you're going to wake up, not see the same cast members again. Because as I said, these people are like a family now. They've been working together for 9 long years. So he pretty much sees these people every day, and he just finds it, different that he's not going to see these people anymore, which it just hits. The emotion hits, because I love this cast. Regardless of whether you love or hate The Flash, even when it's on its ups and downs, the cast for this show especially always stands out. Not only because how close they are, but also, as I said, they're like family. They've worked together for so long. It's going to feel so different not seeing all of these actors together anymore. So, just seeing Grant leaving these bittersweet messages, being emotionally prepared to say goodbye and everything like that, it's very, very tough. And yeah, it does kick in the emotions. I am getting quite emotional while reading all of this as well, because obviously this show has been a big part of my life as well. Now, there is one thing I do want to say, and this was something Eric Wallace says, and I do 100% agree with this. And Eric Wallace says, Grant Gustin will always be the Flash for a certain generation, in the same way that for my generation, Christopher Reeve was Superman. That is 100% facts. This is my GOAT forever. Nothing's changing that. This show has not only changed my life in so many ways, but Grant Gustin has always been perfect in this role and has created a memorable legacy for sure. And even got to the point where The Flash has become one of my favorite superheroes of all time because of him. So just because of that alone, and because of how much my life has changed because of this show, The Flash TV show will always stand out in my opinion. And because of that, regardless of who plays the Flash in the future, Grant Gustin will always be my Barry Allen. And that goes the same for all of the fans. This cast is so special because of how long it's been, and because of how just special they are, how perfect they are in their roles. Grant Gustin will always be the Flash for a certain amount of people. Same for Candice Patton's Iris West, and all of those sorts of stuff. So yeah, it is emotional, but it will be interesting to see Grant Gustin's, next chapter. Obviously, he does have a family to take care of now as well. But it will be interesting to see his next projects. There have been rumors that he could potentially be replacing Ezra Miller's Flash in the DCU, which I wouldn't mind. I'm not going to complain about that. And that would be something I would absolutely love to see, because, this actor, he's been the Flash for so long. It would be weird to see someone else in his shoes, but also in the same time, I am kind of open to see other actors playing Barry Allen as well. But we know Ezra Miller is not going to stick after the Flash movie, because as I said before, if they fired Ezra Miller prior to the Flash movie release, it would just be bad marketing, and they wouldn't want that. So they would wait after the Flash movie to fire Ezra Miller, and then they'd probably go for the recast option. Now, whether Grant Gustin chooses to play the Flash if he does get offered the role, that will be another question on its own, because as I said, Grant Gustin has played this character for nearly a decade, just like, Robert Downey Jr., just like Chris Evans with Iron Man and Captain America. They would want to do something else. They might want to do other things because they've been into these characters for so long. Why would you just go again? That's another thing, because if Grant Gustin is up to do the Flash for the movie side of things, which, he would get the enormous paycheck, he'd be on the big screens, and he'd be he'd get a bigger fan base than ever before. But you do have to take into account the X amount of years of dedication he will need to have playing the Flash once again. And yes, although like a movie schedule, if you will, it would be more flexible for him to do more projects. I don't know, it would be cool to see him do the Flash. But in my opinion, at least, this is where Grant Gustin has hit a pause with the character. Regardless, he has created one hell of a legacy with the character. He's been this character for so long that he will always stand out as the Flash, regardless of what happens. Anyway, so whether he becomes the movie Flash or not, he still will be known as the Flash for a lot of people. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below if you guys have any special moments with the Flash, how it has changed your life and various other things like that. I'm interested to see all of your thoughts towards all of this as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.